Boys. Boys, boys. Boys. So, in this video, I'm going to talk about my routine. There should be a vlog coming out, so hopefully you'll get a good idea of what that's like, at least when I'm on, like, vacation. Because you motherfuckers, when you go on vacation, you just fuck around and you don't do shit. You don't get shit done. But me, I'm fucking waking up at 5 o'clock, 5:30 every fucking day. I make my black coffee, no cream, no sugar. I drink black coffee regardless of what time I wake up, and I go out here and I record my videos. Basically, that's my fucking schedule for the morning, right? But we're gonna go more into depth with it. But like, my whole point is, like, you motherfuckers don't get anything done. I get only shit done, basically. But the whole point is, well, I just said that, motherfucker. Fucking up, bro. I ain't gonna cut this out though. I don't like cutting shit out, unless you see the fucking like whole video. And so we're just gonna get like to the meat of the thing, which is the actual routine. My routine normally, I'll just go over like what my routine is normally, because my routine like on vacation doesn't really fucking matter, because I'm on vacation and you're not always living on vacation. So I'll just go over my like normal routine. So usually I'll wake up at 5:30 or 5. If I think I had really bad sleep, then I might push it to 6, just because like I value my sleep pretty highly, where like I know I'm not going to get as good work done, and I know I'm not going to be able to work out as hard if my fucking sleep is like really shit. So I will like go back in bed for another 30 minutes or maybe even an hour to push it to 6:30, which is still pretty early for most people. Like on vacation. And I might push it to 6, probably 6:30 the latest. And then I get up, but I usually end up getting up at 5:30. And 5:30, and I will basically set my alarm clock across my room. I'll put it on my desk, right? So basically it forces me to get up and sit down at my desk first thing when I wake up. And that is pretty like damn useful, because you'll find that like you'll wake up. Oh shit, it's fucking hot, but that's good. You'll find that you'll wake up, and you'll wake up, and what will happen is you'll have your alarm clock sitting next to you, probably your phone, and you'll click the snooze button, or you'll click the off button. You'll just go back to sleep. And sometimes even you'll just sit there and like scroll. That's just as bad. So the quick fix for that is you just set it across the room, so you have to get up. It's a lot harder to actually sit down back in bed and lay down than it is to just stay up at that point. And that fixes your fucking problem, because you're a lazy motherfucker like me. And that is just such like a simple fix to such a huge problem for a lot of people. It's like, I don't know how you didn't fucking think of that. And there you go. I mean, that fixes that problem, right? And that means I have to sit down on my computer, and boom, I'm already basically in working mode. And usually I won't wake up and make a coffee before. I'll usually wait till after. But sometimes I will. But I just see it as like adding another task to your brain, and that can take you out of deep work. And so I value deep work as well pretty highly. And so like trying to do a bunch of different tasks at once is not really a good way to keep concentrated on one thing, which for me is usually like planning videos, making videos, and things like that, where it's like I want to be 100% focused on this and bring you guys the best quality shit. And I think I've done a pretty good job of that pretty recently. And honestly, throughout the whole life of this channel, I think I've been producing some pretty high quality shit. But you have to be focused to do so, and you can't be focused when you're working on like 5 different things at once, fucking checking your email and checking your messages and checking your phone. It's like, oh, it's so gay, bro. It's so fucking dumb. And one thing I notice is like when you try and work like a white girl, where you go to the fucking cafe and you go to the grass in the park, and it's like, oh, you just don't get anything fucking done when you try and you put your little cute little music on, and then no, you get nothing done. You just get fucking nothing done. You know why? Because that shit actually is such a detriment to your focus. And I love how this has gone from like a routine video to like a focus video, but focus is part of the routine, so that's why I'm talking about it. It's very important. And you try to work like a fucking white girl, like, that kind of shit, right? You're gonna fucking suck at what you're doing because you're not focused on it. You have to be focused on something to actually get things done, right? So be fucking focused. That's really fucking, I know that's so like stupid for me to say with a fucking ADHD, but stay fucking focused, bruh. It's not like impossible. It can be difficult, but fucking stay focused. It's so like tempting, like pick up your phone sometimes and like look at your fucking phone, but like don't fucking do it. Just don't fucking do it. It's that fucking simple. And the next point I'm gonna go into is my breakfast, right? And some people will be like, oh, come on, breakfast before you work and eat breakfast and so you're not hungry. Fuck you. No, you don't fucking eat breakfast before you work. You know why? Because you're gonna get brain fog if you eat like what you're recommended to eat. If you just eat protein and fat, you'll be fine, right? Because that's keto, and you won't get brain fog. But if you eat carbs, which is what you should eat for breakfast to get energy, then you are a fucking retard and you just basically gave yourself brain fog because you are a retard. I don't know. And it's so idiotic to me that people think that you should do that. Eat a big breakfast before you go do a fucking test at school. No, you fucking retard. You don't do that. And I walk in there and I'm like, oh, I didn't eat anything. And they're like, well, you should eat something. You should eat something. I'm like, no, you fucking retard. That's how you get brain fog. Like, are you fucking dumb? Read the articles, bro. Read the books. Like, you're fucking dumb. I swear, like, some people are just so fucking dumb and it's so upsetting. And if I was gonna go do a big workout or play a game, yeah, I'm gonna eat fucking like a lot of food before that, right? Because you actually want energy for that. But for like using your brain, you don't really need like a lot of energy to like effectively use your brain. You really don't need like that much. And I guarantee you, if you wake up and you do like work right away, you're not gonna need your brain so much where you're gonna need to eat something before. Unless you like didn't eat anything before that at all, that's a whole different story. But when you're like you don't need to eat something before you do work or like do a test or something. You're an idiot. You're an idiot if you do that. You know why? Because when you eat carbs, your body has to digest the sugar, right? And when you're digesting the sugar, that's what carbs are basically. And if you're digesting the sugar, your brain isn't going to be working at full power. And I know I just said like you don't need like a lot of brain power to get the work done. And yeah, you don't, but when your body's digesting food, you're not going to like think as well, basically is what happens because your body's using a lot of energy to digest the food. And I know you're like, oh, but food gives you energy. Yeah, but you have to digest it first, stupid. Like, you don't just get the energy when you eat it. I mean, some you do, like, fast-working sugars like honey and sometimes, like fruit. But you don't always get it. You know what I mean? Because not everything is a fast-digesting carb. If you fucking eat pancakes, it's not going to be, like, the quickest, like, source of carbs and sugar, right? Because you have to digest it. It's a wheat, right? So, but if you eat something like honey or like, apples or some shit, you're gonna digest it pretty quickly. So Like, that's a whole different thing. But I still wouldn't eat like fast working carbs and sugar right before you eat. Do that right before you work out. That's ideally when you do that. So I don't eat breakfast until after I'm done with my first block of work. And then after I eat breakfast, usually I'll like do some reading or some shit, and then I will either finish what I was doing. If I didn't finish, like I keep like a maximum of like 2 hours, maybe 2.5 on my work blocks, because I can tell you right now, you're not going to be able to keep deep focus. Some retard's going to be like, oh, but I can do it for like 8 hours. Like I can deep focus for 8 hours. No, you're not. You know why? Because that's literally been proven to not be possible. You cannot stay in deep focus for more than like 2.5 to like maximum, like these like absolute shads at it, like 4 hours. Nobody can do that, okay? Almost nobody can stay deeply focused for 4 hours. Very few people actually can. And very few people can probably do it for 2.5 hours, just because our attention span's been ruined by fucking TikTok and Instagram and all these things, right? So I don't I don't scroll on TikTok or Instagram. Like, my friends are like, oh, you should check out this reel I sent you. I'm like, oh, okay, because I'll fucking check it every like once in a while, but like I don't use my Instagram account or like my Snapchat account to fucking like scroll or some shit. So it just ruins your attention span and your focus. So the next thing I would do after like the little like breakfast aftermath is usually I'll work out because I have dumbbells like at home in my room, but either that or I'll go to the gym with my friends basically. And I think going to the gym with the friends is obviously like one of the best things you can do as a young man on self-improvement, because I'm gonna say it, I've said it 1,000 times, like being with your boys in the gym is like literally the best thing you can do. It's some of the most fun you'll ever have. And obviously you're getting a good workout. Usually you'll get a better workout if you have like good friends like I do in the gym. You'll end up getting a better workout because they'll push you hard and you push them hard. Like it's way more fun that way, right? And that is usually the best part of the day. Usually. And then I'll get done with my workout and I'll eat lunch. It's probably about like 11 a.m. by this time, and maybe 10, or like it's probably like 12 actually. And once it's 12, you get kind of tired at 12. Humans are technically supposed to sleep twice a day. Once like a short nap at about 12, like to early in the afternoon, 3 maybe, and that's usually where I'm like really tired. So, I eat lunch after that, so I get some energy back, right? And that's all good and all, but usually I'll just like read or something, or like watch some fucking YouTube videos, like some Hamza videos or something, or like listen to a podcast. And this is more of like a leisure time, like just like a little bit of like a slower period. Sometimes I'll record like some videos around this time, but usually I don't like doing that, for obvious reasons, the brain fog reasons. The reason why I'm able to just, quick fire things so quickly without a script right now is just because I haven't eaten anything, so I have no, fucking brain fog carbs in my system. All I have is coffee, basically, which actually is good for focus. And basically, once it becomes like the evening time, usually I will do something with my family. That's a good way to spend it, obviously. Or I'll call my friends and we'll talk. And then before I go to bed, I'm usually journaling and reading, like, I don't know, an hour, 30 minutes maybe before I go to bed. You notice how there was like hardly any time during my schedule that I just listed out for you where I'm just absolutely doing fucking nothing. You know why? Because if you're doing fucking nothing, you're gonna do bad habits. And that's what the whole point I was getting to with this video, with like having your routine. And like specifically my routine, why I like it so much. Because, well, obviously I didn't mention eating dinner, but obviously I'm eating dinner, right? Why I like it so much, because it keeps me, I guess, busy. When people are busy, they're more happy. I like a really chaotic, like crazy fucking life. I don't know, I kind of got used to that. Like a really chaotic life where there's like no time to breathe. It's just this thing, 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 right? I'm a huge fan of that. Because I don't know, it's just like, I don't know, maybe it's the fucking dopamine. That's probably what it is. But yeah, I love that kind of life. Not that I don't like hate a peaceful life, but I just really hate like a really slow life. Like a chaotic life where it's like just doing crazy shit all the time, you know, and that's really fun in my opinion. And I think like pretty much every young man would agree with me that like a peaceful life can be really boring at sometimes. Not that it's okay to spend some moments peacefully, because it is. Like I'm out here at fucking like 6 o'clock, right? This is peaceful. This is very peaceful out here, right? But it's not like I'm not living a chaotic life otherwise, because I would say I am. And that is the beauty of a chaotic life. You'll still get to share those peaceful moments, but the peaceful moments come peaceful instead of boring because you're not always experiencing them. And that is really the beauty of it. So boys, hopefully I can get a normal day for me kind of vlog out. Not that my vacation routine is that different from a normal day. I would just like to get one of those out to you. So boys, do makes you stronger, not makes you feel good.